when I would put it on, it didn't look like it was even on. So I'm going to try this palette again. Again, this is the Stars in Your Eyes palette. And instead of using kind of my same old colors, I'm going to come over here and use some of these mauve tones. Like maybe even the purpley tone. I know. When do I ever do that? By the way, before I do that, I have to tell you there's been the stinkiest smell underneath my sink, right? And I use jewelry cleaner. And I just realized this jewelry cleaner, I've got to tell y'all, I hate to put a jewelry cleaner down. It's Connoisseur's jewelry cleaner. It's for silver. It stinks so bad. And there's like little glitters in the bottom. And I don't know if that's to stick on your jewelry. It really does a good job of cleaning. All my rings look really good. I mean, they look really sparkly. But it was almost like it put glitter on them. And so I had to wash that off. It was very weird. Then it seemed to have sticky film. And then all of a sudden I noticed there was a horrible smell. Pew. The only thing that helped was my wonderful Body Excellence Nourishing and Rejuvenating Hand Cream, Precision Chanel. I'm so upset Chanel quit making this. They came out with another one which they feels better and blah blah blah. It doesn't smell as good, and I feel like this makes your hands soft, but it does not make them sticky. I would do anything to find more of this that wasn't ridiculous priced. I looked at, was it Amazon or eBay? And someone priced this for like $200. I'm like, stop. This is $49.99. So no, I'm not paying $200, but I almost would. I love this stuff so much. I know some of you are like, Beth, no. Sorry. But that's the only thing that helped my hands even after I washed them. And what else was I going to tell y'all? I wanted to show you this new perfume that I got through Joanna Gaines' website. What's it called? Magnolia Market? Magnolia Homes? Magnolia Farms? Where you can buy stuff. Anyway, it's made by Takoa, and the name of it, and I know I've heard this before, is Stella. And I remember once someone telling me I'm wearing Stella, and I was like, what was the name of that company again? And I couldn't remember. Takoa. And it says, a tempest young Italian beauty, tempting blood orange and spicy lily, flirt with white freesia and sensual sandalwood. Now I gotta tell you, the sandalwood is not that strong for those of you who don't like that earthy smell. It's not a patchouli smell. There's a difference. Patchouli is really strong, and it's usually either a very sensuous undernote to a going out for the evening kind of perfume, or it's in men's cologne because it's very woodsy, obviously. Sandalwood, not so much, I don't think. So I'm opening this from the bottom because I could not get the top. The packaging on this is lovely. It's very simple ball. It's ribbed, has the name on the front, and an old-fashioned top. It's antiqued brass, and it's got a bird and some flowers and a leaf branch, and it's got a little dragonfly. It's so detailed, y'all. And I'm just gonna put some on. See if y'all can smell it. Okay, so you smell the orange right away. Then you smell, was that the lily? Is that what it said? White freesia? I don't know what it is that smells like. It almost smells like tuberose, but that's not in there. Y'all, this is my new favorite. The question is, does it beat Boucheron? No, nothing does. But this is number 2 now. Number 2. Even over my Coco Mademoiselle. I love it. And another scent that I love, but I don't have, and they asked for it for Christmas. I sprayed a little much there. But anyway, is the La Vie est Belle, the new one. And I think it's number 2, and number 2 fragrance in the world, number 1 is Chanel Mademoiselle. Did y'all know that? That's what the perfumer told me. What are those called? A nose? Why won't this go in there? Anyway, I just think it's such a pretty bottle, and more importantly, I want to keep track of what these notes are because I like these notes. Again, it's blood orange, spicy lily, well, it's just lily. Blood orange, lily, white freesia, sandalwood. I love it. Okay. So I want to tell y'all about that. Oh, and I also got this, y'all. Isn't this the cutest? It's just a little something to sit back on the set. We'll be using it. Maybe in the other room. I don't know where I'm going to put it just yet. What else did I get? I also got a candle. Why am I turning? I need to finish my face. I also got this candle. It's called Sweet Grace. And meals provided are 3 meals. You light a candle and you feed a child. And it's the Bridgewater Candle Company. And look at this kind of mercury glass look. This is only $14, y'all, and it smells so good. Again, it's called Sweet Grace, and it's made by Bridgewater Candle Company. And they give proceeds to feed children. So you could not go wrong with getting that. And then I got an old favorite, y'all. It's been so long. This is Ballet Slippers number 096 from Essie. I just love that it's almost white, but it's got a pink hue. And I'm just missing that. I know that's for summertime. I know. And then, why am I doing this? I'll do this later. I'll finish later. Okay. I gotta put my face on. Okay. What other YouTuber does things this way? Probably none of them. They all do so much better than me. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry if it bothers you. Alright, so I'm putting on without primer. But I did have lotion, and the moisturizer, which is a little sticky. And I did put on, what am I trying to say? Besides the Charlotte Magic Cream, I did put on, I did drag over a little bit of foundation over my lid. over my lid. Did I say that right? Yeah. Do you see what I mean? I've gone twice over this now. Almost 3 times. And I feel like the coverage isn't there. It's just not there. This is not her. This is not like her. Alright, so that was this, the matte. I'm going to go up here to this shimmer, which you typically wouldn't use the way I'm fixing to use it. I'm going to see how it looks. Just a little bit of shimmer right under that. And in the inner corner. Now that will look, if you put red there, it will look bad. And I already did. Oops. Okay, we'll put it on the lid. But I'm going to just dust it a little bit up to that brow. Right under where I just did. And I'll have to do that on both sides now. And I'm going to use, this is just a E25 from Sigma brush. And I'm going to pack that on the lid. Because it's a shimmery product, and I think shimmers really should either be right under the brow or on the lid. And it's best for you to use either a sponge applicator instead of a brush, or your finger. But I am using this, and it's taken me 3 times to go over it because I used a brush. But it's going on very, very well. In other words, it went on good on the first pass. It's the matte that didn't. So it may have to do with the texture of each color, you know. Wow, that's really pretty shimmers. Really pretty. I'm going to go up into the crease just a little bit. Just a little bit, because I'm going to overdo this a little bit, because it's holidays, y'all. Alright, now I'm going to use the other side, and I'm going to use this real pretty shimmer in Power Eyes to do my inner corner. To wake up that inner corner. And be more white than pink. It's a gold champagne color is the only thing. I'm going to wipe that off. There is no real white shimmer. It's a gold champagne shimmer. Okay. So hold on. I know. Just be patient. I'm going to go ahead and do something I do not normally do. For a transition color, I'm using a mauve, and it does have a shimmer in it. And that is this second. I'm using these 3 colors right here because I never do. So there's a time for it, right? Who knows what this is going to look like. Okay, so this is my transition color. And it's just bringing the pink hues into this kind of peachy look. You almost could be done because I just did 2 layers and that's quite dark. But in the outer V, I'm at least going to use that matte. It's very plum. It's almost magenta, but it's not. But y'all know magenta is my favorite color. Magenta is not fuchsia. It is not violet red, but it's close to violet red. It is a blend of those. It's very hard to find a true fuchsia. It's a bright pink red. Very hard to find. The closest thing in Chanel fingernail polish is Tintination. That's magenta. You couldn't get any more magenta. I wonder if Chanel knows how well they did on that. They just continued it. Okay. Now I'm going to use this darker purple color right here, the last one. This is part of the Confident Eyes. Do I feel more confident? No, I feel extremely made up, and that somebody's going to say she's too made up. So this is a very dark color, so I'm just concentrating it out here on the corner and once or twice through the crease, just for definition. There. I just want to make sure it's purpley and not brown. I'm going up in that one little section that I always seem to never get color to hold because of my scar once through there. What do you think? Is that more plummy? I like it. Okay. Now we need to blend that out. Where is my blendy blend? We'll just use this. And where do you blend? Wherever there's a line. See that line right there? See that line right there? See that line right there? You want to get rid of it. If you feel like you need a little help with the color, we're going to do it with a naked brush here, just nothing on it. But if that doesn't help, you can always go back to your matte highlighter, and that will help. Okay, that's not helping, so let's use the matte highlighter, and that definitely helped. Okay, do you see the difference between that and that? It just gets rid of the line. That's all it does. Let me get my bangs out of the way. See how you got a real sharp line right there, and there it's diffused. That's all you're doing. You don't want to get rid of the color you just put on. And you don't want to overblend these colors together. Sometimes people just blend this. I'm like, you're ruining the color you just put on. Again, out here, when you do this, now if you notice that, push that further back, so I'm going to clean that up. But do you see how there's no line? And that's what I wanted to do. Again, because these are darker colors, you got to get it back off the brush and start over. So I am going to use this whiter color right here. That just helps get rid of this line. Watch. Do you see how that's kind of helping to blend that color off, not just in, but off? And you want to do a little of that right by the nose. Here, you're not going to overblend because I don't want them to be the same color. It's just you don't want a line of, I call it demarcation. Is that the right word? I don't know. I don't know. And there's a little piece of something. Okay, that looks about right. That looks about right. Okay, so now I will tell you, one of the things that I do if I get this blended back too far, I use just I say the fatty part of my hand, but it's actually the meaty part of the palm of your hand, and I just go like that twice. Do you see how I just did twice? And all that does is kind of blend it. Y'all, this sweater,